Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now. 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Vikings going up against the Falcons. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Well, there's a new building set to open adjacent to us to the south, but for now, they're still playing football at the Georgia Dome, and that's where we're located here in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Minnesota Vikings and the Atlanta Falcons. They'll start the drive here with an end around. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
A reverse is never called just to get 1 or 2 yards. It's often called to get a big play. The defense was having none of it on that one. They snipped it out and stuffed it.
That one goes for 24 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that, you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Bridgewater now on second down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on. It's hard to stay mad at a player who fights for yardage, even if it's not successful. But on this play, I'm just looking at what the defense did. We always talk about gang tackling and getting more people to the football. How about the job they did there, the discipline they had? No matter how hard he fought, more and more people showed up and helped create that big loss of yardage there. That's the kind of play that the defense gets excited about.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Here's Bridgewater. This is caught inside the 15. A big play for the Vikings on third down. 44 yards. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Ball spotted at the 4. It's second and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This one taken from the 7. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. For the first time with Devontae Freeman. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9. All right, let's look at the offense. Devontae Freeman, this is a guy that you wanted to talk about, so take it away.
Brandon, have you seen a running back play with such joy as well as such fury? I love the way he runs the football and attacks defenses.
Back to throw. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Set up a throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Big sack on 2nd down. Now the offense needs to convert here on 3rd. Time running out here on the play clock.
Come on, let's go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is taken at the 15. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
And you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He's going to look deep down. This is caught inside the 15. A pickup there of 37. And it'll be 1st down Vikings. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Being chased out left. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Come on, let's go! From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route started.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go!
A fresh set of downs, and they're at the 1. 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's go!
2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Let's go!
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Back near the goal line, Bridgewater. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As a defender, you're eager to be involved in every play. So when the action goes away from you, a lot of times you run after the ball. But in this case, what a terrific job by the defender.
And the Falcons going to use another timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. So third down, and the Falcons going with a dime, 6 defensive backs. Now hang on here, timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
What's fun to watch is these college receivers transitioning into the NFL and how they grow as route runners. Because a lot of times now in the college game, the spread offenses, there aren't that many routes that they're actually running. Most of the time, they're just trying to find open space and present themselves to the quarterback as easy targets. But in the NFL, you've got to run the entire route tree, and you've got to run it well if you expect to get open.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Sharif Floyd in there to get him. And that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on third.
Playing coverage here.
Looking to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Let's go.
Throwing again. Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. Their big-bodied receiver, 83 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Back to throw now on 1st down. Escaping, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year.
Come on, let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Wide open receiver complete. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Their mobile quarterback taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
third down, Bridgewater. And he's got his man on the out route. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them. Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. And a quick throw here that's complete. And a nifty little deke juke spin move. Not a great deal there on the back end, but a nice gain still. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Third down now following the completed pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Bridgewater here to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And he's able to put it through. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And they'll take it right down Broadway. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout. This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. They go play it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Come on, let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Partner, was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he's still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Falcons send out their punter. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will be taken at the 13. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just 1 kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.